An enclosed red dot, auto brightness, multiple reticles, all for a fraction of the price you'd pay for a bigger name competitor. Yeah, that sounds great, but here's the problem. Cheap optics, they don't fail at the range. Unfortunately, they seem to fail when it matters. Disclaimer, we're not sponsored by CVLIFE. Welcome back. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, at the end, hit the like button. It helps us get seen more and more people just like you. So this is another budget optic trying to compete with the serious players. Another red dot, which we initially had some quality control issues. Again, we got a couple more. One out of the two had the same issue again. At the end of the day, if your optic's not reliable, you're not going to use that and you're not going to put that on your carry weapon. Maybe you'll throw it on a range toy. This is us giving CV Life another opportunity to wow us because things happen, mistakes happen, and this being an enclosed optic, the battery's a little bit different, which we'll go over. We're hoping that the same issues we had with its younger brother, the multi-reticle open emitter optic with the solar panel. Check out that video if you want to see how that went. But enough about all that other stuff. We want to get back into this particular optic. So welcome back to Glockaholic 76. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video at the end, hit that like button. It helps us get seen by more people just like you. This is an enclosed emitter. It's auto brightness. It's got motion awake, multiple reticles, and on paper, it does check every box. But specs don't equal trust or build quality. So we're going to open this up a little bit here. Let's see. This has an RMSc footprint, which fits your Glock 43X, your SIG P365s, your 48, Glock 48s, anything that takes your RMSc footprint. So getting a little ahead of myself here. You have your manual, your card, your foamy piece, your cleaner. This comes with a lot of nice stuff. These are your shims. So if you're unable to really get that perfect height because your optic sits too high, you can throw these underneath your spacer plates. Full disclosure, I've already put the battery in this, but I really haven't done anything else. So we're just going to see what else it comes with here. Your Picatinny rail, your jumbo pack of mounting screws, which is really neat. Other WildHawk series came with just a battery and a Ziploc. These came with different batteries. This is also the 1632, but it came in this little pack, which I put one in, and then it's nice. It comes in a backup, so it looks like they may have changed their battery supplier, or at very least, definitely their battery packaging. So these are your adapter plates for your Glock MOS and your RMR, and then this is, see, this is cool because I can't tell you how many times I've run around looking for a nickel to be able to tighten the battery. I'm going to show you that. That's pretty neat. I haven't seen that anywhere just yet. That's a surprise. So we're going to put this here. And these cases, covers, if you will, that come with the CV Life are really usable. They stay on the optic. They don't, for storage. And they definitely are thick and they have some quality to them. So first impressions, this is it's a hefty optic. It's there's some quality to it. I think it has some potential. You know what? Let me grab my staccato real quick because I have a SIG Romeo X on there and I'm looking here. Pistol's clear, but at first glance, it made me want to kind of pull out the SIG. And these two, except with the branding and maybe the buttons, there's a similar design there. I mean, I think this is a little bit bigger. Thickness wise, maybe a smidge thicker. You compare the two. But yeah, I mean, and they both have that same feel and quality to it, which is pretty neat. That's your sensor on top there for your auto brightness. But other than that, yeah, that is a very similar style. All right, so put that aside. This is what I was talking about before. And if you've put these optics on or had to change these batteries, this is crazy incredible that they included this. A simple washer um, just makes life so much easier. So just to look inside here, battery is installed. This one you install plus side up. Seems to fit snug, not moving around at all, which is important. There was a little gasket in there, looks like little rubber ring, which will, I'm sure, help with the tightening and the seal. If you over tighten these, they ended up not working. So let's see, that's pretty snug. Let's see if it goes on. Oh, it was on low. There it is. Hey, it's working. Look at that. Let's throw this over here. So if you can see that there, that is going to be the dot. It's very, I made it very bright there, but I don't know if you can actually see the, oh, there, that's with the circle. That circle. That's just, wow, that is bright, huh? That is a nice bright up. Let's see if we make it a little lower here. You can see it here. There you go. Then the power off. And does it come back on a high mode? Okay, good. Comes right back where you left it. So let's a little bit so I can see it a little bit better. There you go. There it is. It has the auto brightness, and there's a sensor on the top. It has that motion await system. I have a new pistol coming in soon, and I'm going to throw this on there and give it a test. And then we'll do a follow-up video of actually how these hold up at the range. Making sure this holds zero in the end is going to be my next test. And this is a solid optic, right? It's a 7075 aluminum housing, and it's one of those ones I really want to love for this price point. It has that closed emitter, which protects against your dirt and debris when you're going to carry, and it's supposedly rated to 3500 G-shock resistance. So this can take a shot. I don't know if it'll scratch up or not if it hits the ground, but it's supposed to be able to take that impact. And it also has the IPX7 water resistance. So on paper, this is solid. And then the reality, sometimes these CVLIFE budget optics are a bit inconsistent. Spend money on ammo. People say keep the cheap red dots for your airsoft. But if this holds up great after 250, 500 rounds and it's solid, I'm going to let you know. Some will, some won't. The solar red dot sight from CVLIFE, I wouldn't put that on a carry gun. It just, with the battery issues, that's, without power, what are you supposed to do at that point, right? But I like the large window on this. The circle dot really helps guide your eye. Quiet stats on this will say, I mean, obviously it has the 2 MOA green dot, but it's a 38 MOA circle, which is bigger than the red dot version of this. At least it says on paper. So that's going to give you that little bit of space between your dot and the circle, which clears things up, especially if you have vision issues or you wear glasses. It makes it a little bit clearer and a little bit easier to see. This could be really good for fast shooting, people just trying to get into the red dots and a new red dot user. The reviews around the auto brightness are mixed, so that'll also be something I will go over in our review. Yeah, it's one of those areas where the premium optics really separate themselves, but CVLife's making some strides. They're really trying. I mean, this is a quality piece. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel plasticky. It doesn't feel lightweight. It's really want this to punch above its price. Like I said, the enclosed emitter, it's awesome. Keeps things out like dirt, lint, sweat. It's a huge advantage for carry. The motion awake, which is great, saves your battery, turns it on when you need it. The battery door on the side seems to be solid, stays tight. You could change that without having to worry about re-zeroing. The multi-reticle system, is the circle and a dot, or just the circle and just a dot, which gives you that kind of versatility if you're looking for that. And this is a lot of tech for the price. Real world use right now, this is going to be a range toy, range shooting, maybe some trading. Maybe I'm going to put it on a pistol, a kind of a budget build. Until this is tested, this is going nowhere near my daily carry. I would say right now, the information I have and the past experience, uh, I'd stay away and maybe say it's kind of risky for duty use, or like I said, primary carry, depending on your individual tolerances for failure. And here's the truth that nobody wants to say. I think this optic has potential, and I think it's face value, it's impressive, especially for the price and the quality of the build. But price doesn't really dictate uh, the reliability of an optic. But getting out there and trying it and seeing how it actually works, you're not really paying for a lot of the features in this. But when you pay for an optic that's a lot higher price point, you're paying for that confidence. And that confidence comes from the consistency and thousands of users and thousands of rounds going through these optics. So my final verdict, what this does well. Well, this is a kind of a feature-packed enclosed design. It's easy to use. I think it's a great value if it holds up at the range. If you're comfortable and you've had the experience and put enough rounds through this to make this part of your everyday carry, let me know. But you need to ask yourself, if you haven't had that experience, do you trust it when it counts? Would you trust a budget optic on your carry gun? Or are you sticking with some of the other proven brands? Drop it in the comments. Let me know if you're running this WildHawk, if you're running other WildHawks, what your experience was or is. And I want to hear from some real world experiences. I am going to put this through its test. And I really want to like this. So we'll see how it works. If you found this video helpful and you want to see more Glockaholic 76, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. And if you like this video, hit that like button. If you didn't, don't. But either way, I'd love to hear your thoughts about this optic. If you've used it, if you have other budget optics that, Osite and some of the other ones out there that you swear by, that these things are kind of going under the radar and they're great quality for a great price, and they're reliable, drop it down in the comments. And as always, I appreciate you watching my videos. Train smart. Well, I'm going to put this here. Shoot often. Stay ready. Glockaholic 76. Talk to you soon.